Disney, I have a question for you. Why are we making the Tier 1 Fastpass more crowded with the character spot at Epcot? I just don't get it. Starting on June 11th, the character spot, which allows guests to meet Mickey, Minnie, and one of their friends in 3 different photos, will be changing to a Tier 1 Fastpass at Epcot. As a quick refresher, at Disney parks, the Tier 1 and Tier 2 Fastpasses are separated based on the popularity of the attraction. So Tier 1 Fastpasses, you can get 1 of those per day per guest, and the Tier 2 Fastpasses, you can get 2 of those per day per guest. It's always been difficult to just choose one Tier 1 Fastpass because those are the attractions that we want to see the most, like Frozen Ever After, Soarin', Illuminations, Reflections of Earth, and now we have to throw the character spot into the mix. In the past, when I recommend Fastpasses at Epcot, it's a tough choice between the Tier 1, but the Tier 2s are a lot easier, and usually the character spot is near the top of my list in the Tier 2 category. I love the character spot. It's a great opportunity to go to Epcot, meet your favorite characters, and get 3 new pictures. I feel like I've made a tradition out of it over the years, and now it looks like that might change.
It's ready for all free.
In the past, I've seen the standby line of the character spot reach upwards of an hour, maybe even an hour and a half, and now that we're changing this tiering of the Fastpass around, I have a feeling that line will only get longer. Right off the bat, I don't like this idea. The fact that I have to wait even longer in the character spot, and I do want to meet those characters, but if I have to choose between Illuminations and the character spot for a Fastpass, I am always going to choose Illuminations. That's just me. The only counter argument that I can think of that might make this a positive thing is it might take some of the guests away from some of those other Tier 1 attractions. So maybe we want to go to Illuminations, maybe there are some first-time guests who don't really care about Illuminations and would rather see those characters. So then maybe some more of those Illumination spots stay open for us longer. That would make some sense. So now that I'm saying it out loud, I guess I can understand it in a way. I like the idea of being able to get those Fastpasses for Illuminations and Frozen Ever After just a little bit easier, but I've never had a problem getting those Fastpasses before, so is this really a problem that needed to be fixed? That's where you start to get me back on the other side. I don't know about all that. I feel like this could have been left alone and it would have been perfectly fine. What do you think? Do you think this is a good idea and might provide for some more Fastpass availability at the other Tier 1 attractions, or do you think it's not such a good idea and Disney should have stuck with the original plan? On top of that, do you think that Disney is setting this up intentionally for the future of Epcot? We already know about the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster coming to Future World and the Remy ride that's coming to France in World Showcase, and we know that those are going to be Tier 1 attractions, at least at first, so now it looks like the Tier 1 attractions are going to get really crowded if you include the character spot. I don't know, I just can't add it up. Of course, with Disney, they might change this around in the future, and maybe the character spot will be lowered back down to the Tier 2 category, and maybe they'll change other things around. We don't know. Illuminations hopefully isn't changing, but we know it might be. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you think this could be changing in the future. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.